Bison coaching staff led by John McBride calling a timeout with good reason. They have the numerical advantage and look for an early equalizer here with 2:12 left to go in the first. See it on your screens currently. Michigan up by a goal. Two different goal scorers early on for the Wolverines as the Bison look to equalize. The lone goal scorer for Bucknell, Monahan. 10 seconds left in terms of the penalty time, 19 to shoot for Bucknell. Cross pool pass looking for Mattel. It was deflected away. It went out of play. 14 to shoot here for the Bison. 5 on the penalty clock. Could be some space here for the attempt. The bounce shot, it goes off the bar. The rebound, and it's tied. It was turned in off the deflection, and the Bison are able to get the equalizer with just 1 second left on the penalty clock. They tie it up at 2. Bucknell 2, Michigan 2. Well, the Bison early on able to match the Wolverines point for point. And now with the keeper way off of her line, the Wolverines, who have been able to quickly respond the last time the Bison were able to equalize, they're going to try to do so here. Well, they're going to get a quick advantage, a numerical advantage, a major foul called on a Bucknell defender. The Bison defense collapsing itself towards goal. Here come the Wolverines. On the right slot, Yatassi already has a goal. The extra push pass, there's the shot, and there is that quick response by Michigan. A great cut towards the far side. Believe it was Walker who was able to make that run towards goal as she was able to push it through and give the Wolverines the lead once again. Bucknell 2, Michigan 3. 5 goals with a majority coming in the last minute or so. Three different goal scorers for the Wolverines as they lead by 1:21 left to go in the first. Both teams now back to equal strength. The Bison looking to continue this goal streak going in the context of this match. We've seen a couple of goals in the last couple of possessions. They need to keep possession of it first. There's a good Wolverine challenge, and they're able to win possession of it. Long pass over towards the near side. Michigan looking to capitalize on the break with Gustafsson, the freshman. Gustafsson, excellent pass, far side, there's a shot. Excellent save. The ball trickling in front of goal, and it's picked up by Torkos. That is a terrific right-handed stop by Tamar Torkos, the attacker from Michigan, looking for that near post slot. Torkos with a strong right hand, able to keep it at 3-2. 40 seconds left, a long diagonal, and it's a turnover. Michigan defensively forcing a lot of turnovers in the early stages of this match. The Wolverines, if they're quick enough, could have a 3-on-3. A lot of space to roam on that far side. At least believe that's Levenfeld. Levenfeld's pass straight away. There's the backhanded effort, and Torkos was there to deny it. Looking for a second there was Walker. 16 seconds left in the first. Torkos still with possession for the Bison. Bucknell trailing by 1 in the early stages of this one. 8 seconds left, and it looks like Torkos might try to take this one for herself with 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Torkos has to get busy. 2 seconds left. Torkos fires. An early denial there as the clock expires, and that is how the first period of action ends. Michigan 3, Bucknell 2 through the first frame. You're tuned in live on YouTube to Bucknell Women's Water Polo. Well, the first time these two teams faced off against each other, it was a bit of a low-scoring affair. Both teams finishing in single digits. Michigan won 9-5. The early context of this match might be presenting something a bit different. Michigan 3, Bucknell 2. Michigan and the Bison have been swapping goals throughout this match. The Wolverines with the latest laugh, as they have either led or tied for the entirety of that first period. They lead 3-2. 3 different goal scorers for the Wolverines, 2 different goal scorers for the Bison. As the referee near side blows the whistle for the second period swim-off, the Wolverines won the first one. The second one taken by the Bison, who go right to left in this second period. Monahan with possession of it for the home team. Something we hinted at in the first period. The Wolverines 17-8, but they have not won a technical road game this season. They are 0-3 on the road, all coming against teams ranked in the top 10. Princeton, UC Irvine, and Cal. The 3 teams that the Wolverines lost technically in on-the-road matches. The rest of their losses have been in neutral sites. They do get possession back there on the turnover. It's Gustafsson, one of the star freshmen on this team for the Wolverines. That's Gustafsson. Oh, what a goal! On the bounce shot to the near post. She picked it out to perfection. And the Wolverines have their largest lead of the day. Michigan 4, Bucknell 2. A moment of class for the freshmen. Well, Michigan's last game, UC Merced, they won 14-4. Gustafsson led the way with 3 goals and 3 assists. And her goal there was top shelf for the underclassmen. This is where the Wolverines are going to really try and get this momentum going in the second period. They cause another Bison turnover. Well, the Wolverines, they're rolling. And now they have the potential counterattack on a 2-on-3. Oh, good lunging run here towards that near side. The pass finding her, the extra, deflected though up into the air. And they'll call it Bison possession. Bend don't break defending from Caitlin Stott to win it. Bison, minute and a half gone, yet to get an out-and-out shot attempt in this second period. The Wolverines defensively have just been terrific despite conceding the 2 goals. One of them did come on a penalty throw. And I tell you what, the Bison, they're not going to get a shot attempt here. A pass to the near post, intercepted by the Wolverine keeper. And now here come Michigan on the break again. It looks like Gustafsson already with a goal in this second period. A good lofted pass, a swing around on the defender. There's the shot, and there's another goal. It's Casey Umlauf, the senior, getting on the score sheet there. A great lobbed pass by Gustafsson to find Umlauf, who was able to beat Turcos. And the Wolverines with 2 goals unanswered in this second. They lead 5-2 against the Bison. Umlauf, the senior from Northfield, Illinois. 2 goals and an assist against UC Merced. And now with a goal here in this second period to put the Wolverines up 3. Minor foul towards the edge of that offensive lineup for Bucknell. This one, though, might be a major, and it is. Major foul committed there on the Wolverines. A good way for the Bison to get back in it. Both of the Bison goals today, one scored on a penalty throw. The second goal was scored with a numerical advantage. They're trying to do so here and get back in this match. Diagonal pass, central, here's the shot, there's a good save made, the rebound, they fight for it. Oh, it looked like the Bison forwards just trying to punch it towards goal, but it's the Wolverines that keep it on the lines. 5.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Michigan 5, Bucknell 2, here at the Kinning Auditorium. Game 1 of a litany of matches that will take place here in Lewisburg. Michigan 2 more games to be played in this facility. The Bison with 2 more this weekend as well. 5 seconds left to shoot. Bit of a wayward pass. Some of the Wolverines defenders are going back. 2 seconds left, and Michigan opting to just send it into the diagonal. A violation there for the shot clock, and the Bison have it. A pinpoint pass there, and now space to swim into for the Bison, trying to catch Michigan napping defensively. This is just a minor foul here as the home team will keep it in Bucknell. 10 seconds to shoot. Wayward pass diagonal, but Blush is spared there on the foul committed. Now 7 seconds to shoot. A pass centrally. Bison looking for some space. There's the bounce shot. That one just trickling wide. I tell you what, half the crowd here, great crowd here in Lewisburg, thought that it had gone in. It took a wicked deflection off the buoys to the right of the goal. Ultimately, it stayed off the goal mouth, and it stays 5-2 as we approach the halfway mark in the second period. Good bit of swimming there by the Wolverine winger on that left side. And it forces a major foul. There's another push shot. This time it's pushed up into the air where Torkos was able to deny the Wolverines a sixth. A lot of Bucknell's goals, or rather both of their goals, we should say, in this match have come where they had a stark advantage. Trying to get something here, and it looks like they're going to get a foul out of it. A major called right in front of goal on a Michigan defender. Here's Matau. Good diagonal pass for Monahan into the left slot for Stott. Stott back to Matau. Matau, central pass. There's the shot, and it's a right-handed stop made by the Wolverine keeper. Good passing there with the advantage for Bucknell. But ultimately, the shot attempt from Kallmeyer, not enough to get past the Wolverine stopper. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Here come Michigan. There's another bounce shot in the near post. It goes off the post. And Bucknell is able to keep possession of it with Finkler. A lot of these Michigan attackers favoring the near post on these shot attempts early. Here come the Bison, though, in transition. There's space on that left side. A good extra pass centrally. And they're going to call a foul on Bucknell, a wasted opportunity. They had the 2-on-1 advantage on that left side. Bella Schra trying to get momentum and get space and got called for a foul and a turnover. And the fouls continue as well. Some extracurricular activity. Kallmeyer forced to swim off, a major for Bucknell. This could really bring momentum back to the Wolverines. Still 20 to shoot and 8 seconds on the major. Good diagonal to the near side. Extra pass now up top, the shot, and the save made from Torkos. Tamara Torkos coming off of an 11-save showing against Long Beach State. She has been able to record 11 saves in each of her last 2 matches. And now with 3 minutes left, the ball is out of the pool. As we get a stoppage in play, some substitutions being made here for the Bison. With Finkler coming out, Regan Kuhn coming in, one other change as well for Bucknell. And a litany of changes for the Wolverines on the onset as well. Anna Plant also coming in for the Bison. We'll try to get those Wolverine changes when they are presented to us. But after the stoppage, there will be a pull throw in from the near side with the Bison in possession. Pass back to Torkos, and we're back underway with less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Kuhn, quick pass up top. Now over towards the right channel, 18 to shoot. Some potential space to swim into. It's passed to the left channel instead, now with 12 to shoot. Another central pass, could be the shot. There it is, and there is another denial there by Michigan. And they could be through here on the break, the Wolverines. A lofted ball by the keeper. Trying to find the striker, Cerulli. Cerulli still with it, foul called. They only call it a minor. A good tactical foul there by the Bison, but here's the lofted shot attempt. That one, though, ultimately drifting wide. Michigan were very emphatic offensively to start this second period. They have been struggling, though, to create out-and-out opportunities. A couple good saves by Torkos in goal for Bucknell, keeping it at 5-2. 1:37 left in transition. There's another shot. That one trickles off the bar and goes downward. Bit of a long-range effort, bit audacious there from Monahan. Nearly found the score sheet for the second time. Instead, this could be the score sheet for Michigan. In transition, the shot. There's another goal. The big gut punch there, and it's Utasi getting her second goal of the period. And that puts the Wolverines up 4. Michigan 6, Bucknell 2, with 1:19 left to go in the half. Utasi now with 4 goals in her last 2 matches, including this one, to put Michigan up, and you'd have to say firmly now in the driver's seat with 1:19 left to play in the first half. The Bison trying to get a run late. They have really struggled, especially in the attacking side of the pool. When Michigan is able to set their defense, it's been a real struggle. Maybe this can get some momentum back. A major call on the Wolverines. Matau for Kuhn. Into the left channel, Monahan. Back to Kuhn. Matau. Monahan. 17 to shoot. Cross pool ball to the far channel, and they call a foul on a push-off. Wasted opportunity there for the Bison, looking to trickle away at this Michigan advantage. Instead, the Wolverines will have at least one more out-and-out shot attempt in this half. Leading 6-2. 37 seconds left on the game clock. 17, and now 16, and now 15 on the shot clock. Gustafsson working her way towards the center, and it's another! It was Casey Umlauf on this occasion, with a good diagonal run towards the near post, was able to score. Umlauf with her second of the match at least. 4 goals in her last 2, and Michigan now goes up by 5. Michigan 7, Bucknell 2, 25 seconds left in the half. Ball back in the pool here, 18 seconds left. The Bison with one more opportunity here. The shot clock turned off. Quick pass towards the center, looking for Stott, trying to stay above water, unable to do so legally. 5 seconds left. The Wolverines looking for an attempt. 2 seconds left, not enough time for the throw, but no matter for the Wolverines. A real dominant second period for Michigan. They outscored Bucknell 4-0 in the second period as they take a 7-2 lead going into the half. Live on YouTube, you're tuned in to Bucknell Women's Water Polo. A 4-0 run by Michigan in that second period puts the Wolverines up 7-2 heading into the second half of action against Bucknell. The Wolverines have scored the last 5 goals unanswered in this match. At one point it was 2-2, but 5 unanswered makes it, of course, a 7-2 match in favor of the Michigan school. The Wolverines team looking for their 3rd straight victory, currently in the driver's seat against the Bison. The sides flip, Wolverines and their white caps going right to left, Bucknell left to right in their blue swim caps. The Bison, for the second time of 3, able to win the swim-off, and we're back underway here at the Kinney Natatorium. Bison with a lot of attacking talent, but this stout Michigan defense have equalized it, especially in that second period. Matau. Opposite slot, far side for Stott. Stott, lofted pass, looking for Schraw. There's the whistle. And they call the infraction on Michigan, a major, to put the Bison up numerically. And a quick pass to the far side, space for Monahan. Monahan for Stott. Stott, cross for Matau, 20 to shoot. Matau, there's the touch pass, and they call the infraction. Within the goal line there was the Bison forward plant, as it stays a 7-2 score. And again, Michigan able to blank the Bison offensively. And now what can they do on the break? Oh, there's an excellent diagonal pass, too much mustard on it to find the Michigan forward. It stays 7-2. And now Matau churns in the right channel. This has been end-to-end stuff to start this second half. Not even a minute gone. This is the second Bison possession. There's a good bounce shot. That was denied there by the keeper. And on the rebound, they call for a foul in the midst of it. A major. Looks like that'll be on Chappell, with the Bison keeping possession. No major, just a minor, in fact, as the Bison will keep possession of it now with 10 to shoot. Pass to that near side for Plant. Plant with 6. Plant lofted up to the opposite end. Too much power on it, and it'll be another violation. Neither team with a goal in the early stages of this second half. It's a very young Bison team featuring just 2 seniors, one of them Monahan on the score sheet. They're trying to come back here against a very formidable Michigan opponent. A lot of talent coming into the Kinney Natatorium here this weekend. Could be another goal here on deck. The lofted shot, that one just beyond the far post and out of play. There was a good idea from the left wing on that Michigan attack, but ultimately no cigar. There might have been Jackson there who had that effort as the Bison go the other way. About the youthful exuberance of this Bison team taking on some really formidable foes. The Bison, in fact, having to play Harvard and Brown with a really difficult opponent in Princeton on Sunday. Harvard and Brown is tomorrow, and Princeton, nationally ranked, taking on the Bison on Sunday. You can catch all the action live on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel. There's another turnover. Here come the Wolverines, this time swimming with it, Kaya Levenfeld. Levenfeld, excellent diagonal to that far end, space to swim into. Could be enough of an angle for a shot. The help defense comes, and the foul is committed. Good tactical foul there as the Wolverines come in. There's a long, drifting effort, and that one ultimately just trickling over the crossbar. Looks like it also went off one of the plastic protectors protecting the diving board on that far side. During practice, warm-ups for both these teams, we saw them fly off on a couple of occasions. That plastic protector on the diving board far end able to stay on that occasion. The Bison have possession. Here's a good pass here for Schraw. Back to goal. Schraw trying to create space. Help defense comes, and they call a foul in the midst of it. The referee giving discretion on the near side. They call it just a minor, with Matau receiving the pass. 8 to shoot. Matau. Beyond Schraw, looking to the opposite attacker on that far side with 4. There's another foul. And this time it's a major, and that is where we will see a timeout taken by John McBride. A major foul committed on Michigan, by Michigan, I should say. With 5:13 left to go in the third, Bucknell 2, Michigan 7. Live on YouTube, you're tuned in to Bucknell Women's Water Polo. Well, in the context of this match, this feels like a major opportunity for the Bison. You saw right when we went to break the replay of the major foul that was committed right in front of goal. The Bison, who trail by 5, a 7-2 scoreline with 5:13 left in the third. A great opportunity with the numerical advantage to cut away at this Wolverine advantage. Passing around the perimeter of the offensive formation here for the Bison. Cross-pool pass for Matau. Matau back up top. There's the shot, and there is the goal. Well, that was very much needed as it was turned in by Gwen Kalmeyer. The sophomore's second goal in as many matches for the Bison. It was a great shot towards that right side of the net to beat the Wolverine keeper to her left as the Bison get their first goal since the first period to trail by 4. Kalmeyer, defensive-minded in the pool, but can always come up for opportunities. The Mill Valley, California native. Goals against Long Beach State. Also scored against Michigan the first time these two faced off. Of course, we talked about in the first half, that was a 9-5 victory for the Wolverines, for those of you just tuning in. Took a bit of a long time for the Wolverines to get it into that attacking third. About 13 seconds, 12 to shoot. There's a foul committed there. They call it on Kuhn. Wolverines with it around the perimeter. Could be space to swim into. There's a shot. That one goes off the crossbar again. That has to be the third time in this quarter alone that the Wolverines strike the woodwork. And the Bison look to go on to the near side with Kuhn. There's a foul committed, just a minor. Kuhn cross diagonal pass to that far end. I believe for Finkler. Finkler's pass, there's the shot, that one over the bar. Effort made onto that near side, ultimately denied by the frame of the goal. Bucknell coming off of a 2-in-2 showing at the Michigan Invitational. In trouble here though, on the break, and a great diagonal effort, able to find the top left corner as Michigan again was there for the response. That looked like it might have been Gustafsson. If it is, she has her second goal away from another hat trick as Gustafsson on the break was able to catch the Bison defense napping. Now an 8-3 score. Michigan 8, Bucknell 3. Approaching the halfway mark here in the third. As we get set for action to resume. A shout out to everybody behind the scenes working extremely diligently, allowing us to get this broadcast off. Our producers behind the scenes, Doug Birdsong and Alex Brevik, running to and fro to get this broadcast off, doing a terrific job as they always do, allowing us to broadcast this one. Bison trailing by 5. They have it on the near side with Kuhn. Kuhn. Pass quickly back up top. Lofted ball in front of the goal mouth. Looked like that was Schraw trying to create space, but not enough space ultimately for the effort. Rather, that was Stott as the Wolverine keeper was able to scoop it up. $11 to shoot here for Michigan. Minor foul called, 9 to shoot now. Quick diagonal to the left side, and the Wolverines will dump it away instead. Bison formidable on that defensive possession. Trying to get a bit of momentum back in this match, a foothold. They always seem to be trailing in this match. Whenever they would equalize early on, the Wolverines would have a quick response. And to the chagrin of Gwen Kalmeyer, a foul committed, and now this could be a numerical advantage. Michigan with a 2-on-2 on that left side of the pool. Diagonal pass to the far side. Opportunity could potentially be on here. Another ref's whistle. 12 to throw. There's a pass right in front, trying to create space. The help defense comes. That's great help defending by the center back pairing behind for the Bison to turn it into a half chance. We were referring before about, oh wow, though this is very untimely, an infraction there, and Michigan is going to have possession of it. They reset it outside of that 2-meter mark. It's a great touch pass. The shot, there's a good deflection by the Bison. A scrum forward in front of goal, and Torkos was there to come up with it. As we keep being interrupted by the action on the field, of course, but talking about the last invitational that the Bison partook in, that was the Michigan Invitational. They had a 2-2 record, losing to Long Beach State in Michigan. There's a great pass in front of goal, and this is going to be an opportunity for the Bison. Well, looks like we're interrupted again, but this time a great opportunity for Bucknell. Isabel Monahan, who has a goal from 5 meters out already in this match. This will just have you hoping, if you're a Bucknell supporter, if Monahan is able to get this one. Monahan, bounce shot, denied by the Michigan keeper. Very well done there. An emphatic right hand to stop Monahan from picking up her second. And now the Wolverines looking to turn defense into offense. Lofted ball to the center forward. They scrum for it. And they call a major foul for a push down. There's a one-on-one chance. The shot, it goes off the bar. That might have been deflected by Torkos. As the ball struck the buoy on the far end, an empty possession there for the Wolverines. Well, I tell you what, Tamara Torkos is keeping Bucknell in this match. She has had a couple fantastic saves in this match. That might have been the best of the bunch there as you get a second look. And now Matau trying to feed it forward for Kuhn, who picks it up in play. Minor foul called, Kuhn with it. Passed up top, a pull there from Gustafsson. There's a good shield there, a lofted shot, and she scores. Caitlin Stott there on the scoreboard for the Bison, or rather, we'll see if it counts. And in fact it will. They will in fact count the goal in favor of Caitlin Stott. It looked like a hook shot right in front of netting, as it's a 4-goal game with 1:20 left in the third. Michigan 8, Bucknell 4. Michigan go back to the bench, making a couple of changes after conceding their second goal of the third and their fourth of the match. Still up by a comfortable margin. Looking to extend it here with a little over a minute to go in the third. Push pass by the center forward. It's reset up top to Chappell. Chappell onto the left side. Into the left slot, couple fakes. 3 to shoot, they have to get one off. A look at this game clock, now the shot. That one ultimately wide. Bison been able to do well on the last couple of occasions in terms of stopping in the attacking third, but it looks like a foul was committed right as the shot was taken. And it will be Michigan keeping possession with the fresh 30. Might have been ultimately touched by Torkos last. And there's a near post effort, that one ultimately going wide. Always drifting towards that right side and out of play. A 13-second difference now between the shot clock and the game clock in this third period. The Bison actually outscoring Michigan in this third period 2-1. They trail by 4. Pass in front looking for Stott. The defense swarms, and that was very well done by that center back pairing. One of them, Casey Umlauf, who has a pair of goals in this match already, and Kaya Levenfeld negating Stott, who was trying to get another goal. 15 seconds left. The clock turned off. The keeper coming off of her line for the extra man. 10 seconds left. Pass back to the point with 5. Right side, back to the point with 3. Long ball to the left channel. Space for the shot at the horn. That one over the bar. And that is how the third period of action ends. That was a good response by the Bison, outscoring Michigan 2-1 in the third frame. But they go into the fourth trailing by 4, a score of 8-4. Live on YouTube, you're tuned in to Bucknell Women's Water Polo. Well, the Bison bench really fired up as they exited their huddle. The swim out for the fourth period underway. This time it's Michigan that comes up with it. The Bison know they are within striking distance, but still with work to do. They'll have to defend on this opening possession as Michigan will like to keep it comfortable. There's a great cut over towards that near side. A one-on-one opportunity. Torko's there to contest it. And to the chagrin of the Bison defenders, this is going to be an opportunity for Michigan from 5 meters out. A big opportunity now for the Wolverines to get back in scoring ways, only scoring 1 goal in the third. They got their first of the fourth. From 5 meters out into the top right corner, perfectly placed. As the Wolverines are continuing to mount their advantage, Emma Gustafsson with a hat trick in this match. The freshman phenom, a star in this Wolverines roster with another. And that will put the Wolverines decisively ahead, 9-4. Quick pass for Schraw, negated by the Wolverines. A quick infraction, and Michigan has it. Michigan notably changing goalkeepers in this fourth period, going into the barrel here. Believe, and again, we don't have the out-and-out rosters in front of us. We have 4 players donning the number 1 uniform on the Wolverines roster. There's a lofted shot, that one just trickling wide. We believe it was Alex Brown, the goalkeeper in the first 3 quarters, and by process of elimination, we can give the goalkeeper now to Katie Delaney. So we believe it was Brown the first 3 periods, and it's Delaney in the fourth, but again, that is all unofficial. There's a great pass, though, working our way in front of goal. An infraction called. And is this going to be a 5-meter opportunity? No, but a major foul called. That will allow the Bison to set up the offense as John McBride calls their 3rd timeout. Bucknell 4, Michigan 9, 6:54 left. You're tuned in to Bucknell Women's Water Polo live on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel. Bison trying to get back in this one with less than 7 minutes to go in the match. A 9-4 scoreline. Michigan has been leading the entirety of this match. Bison looking to get a run, going excellent press on that far side. Now going back defensively, it's cross, pull to the near side. Matau back to the far side, attacker with 15, bounce shot, that's a good denial there. A scrum in front of goal, and the Michigan keeper's there to come up with it. And in the context of this match, if the result stays the same, the Bison will be looking back to those opportunities where they had the numerical advantage but were unable to capitalize. Thanks to some really stellar Michigan goalkeeping that we have seen through a pair of goalkeepers today. 10 to shoot here for the Wolverines, trying to get into double figures. Only scored 9 times in the win against the Bison the first time, and as of now they're at 9. They could be at 10, and they are at 10. Initial shot to the far side was denied. It went off the post, and no one was home for the Bison on the near side as it was poked in, and the lead continues to grow with Casey Umlauf getting the hat trick. Michigan 10, Bucknell 4, Umlauf, the hat trick hero. Casey Umlauf, 2 goals and an assist against UC Merced. Make that 5 goals in her last 2. A terrific performance for the senior out of Northfield, Illinois. That one of the easier goals that she will score this season. There's Collins on the near side trying to go quickly. It goes off the post, but before that a foul. Michigan gets it back. Now they can really try to plunder down and get these goals. Not going to do it that way, though. An infraction called. And just like that, the Bison will get it back. Diagonal ball for Collins. Collins struck the woodwork in the last possession right after the foul was committed. Bit of a push off there from Jordan Schneider, the defender, and it'll be taken back by Collins. Pass up top, 15 to shoot. Straightaway chance, one-time effort, and she scores. That might be just what the doctor ordered. Bella Schraw, who scored last match against Long Beach State, able to get a goal there. And it's another one for the Bison. Michigan 10. And Bucknell now with 5. Bella Schraw has been taking a lot of the physicality from this Michigan defense that has been terrific throughout. But Schraw able to earn something out of it, getting the goal. So the new goalkeeper, whom we believe to be Katie Delaney, will start with it here in this 4th period. 5:30 left to go, 10-5 score. Seeing something similar here where it's taking a very long time from the halfway line to get the offense set up. That was another 13 seconds taken off as the Wolverines have it far side. Couple attackers swimming towards the goal mouth. It's reset to the point. Couple fakes. There's the fire, and that one just over. 7 of Michigan's 10 goals coming in the first half, including 4 in the second, in which they outscored the Bison 4-0. Do have 2, though, in this 4th period to put them in good terms with less than 5 minutes to play in the match. Good push pass looking for Schraw. Foul called. And they'll call it a minor, 14 to shoot. Schraw with some good positioning down low. The help defense comes. It's given to the left side for Finkler. Finkler from Matau. Matau trying to get space. And they call the major, I believe, on O'Neal. And now Matau will have it. A numerical advantage. Can the Bison find a way back in it? Matau. Over towards the far end with 20 to shoot. 7 on the penalty clock. Back to Matau. And now space for the effort, and she scores. Well, maybe hold on as Caitlin Stott, the Johannesburg native, gets her 2nd of the match and is keeping things interesting in the late stages of this one. Bucknell 6, Michigan 10. Two goals in this 4th period for the Bison. Caitlin Stott, one of 2 Johannesburg natives on this Bucknell roster. The other, Boadi Matau. It was Stott, though, the goal scorer on that occasion. Wolverines unloading into the attacking third as Delaney fires to the far end. 15 to shoot. Space on that far end line. Oh, great pass right back to the point. This could be the chance, and it is! Another goal for Michigan to give themselves momentum back. That looked like it might have been Gustafsson again to find the back of the net. Looks like it will be. If it is, it's her 4th. And Michigan back up by 5. They're back on comfortable terms with the momentum and with the scoreline too. So we hit the halfway mark now. Bucknell down by 5. Foul called. Bison keep it. Pass looking for Shaw. Good interception there by the Wolverines, continuing to be stout defensively. You go back into this match, it was the defensive efforts of by the Wolverines, especially when they went a player down. That is going to be the main storyline from this one, the defensive efforts of the Wolverines leading to victory pending a late Bison comeback. Pass to the far end, looking for another, and they've got another! On the bounce shot to the far channel, the Wolverines with 2 goals unanswered, and they are firmly in good terms now in the match. As a couple good fakes, the bounce shot, and the true finish as they double Bucknell's scoreline. Michigan 12, Bucknell 6, 3.5 minutes to play. Still a long way to go this weekend for both teams. Both schools playing 3 more matches this weekend. Michigan playing Princeton and Harvard tomorrow before playing Brown on Sunday. Mentioned Bucknell play Harvard and Brown tomorrow as well, with Princeton coming up on Sunday. As the ball goes out of play, Wolverines possession. Couple really talented teams. Nearly all the teams full of talent entering this Kinnean Auditorium this weekend. Well, Bucknell's Achilles heel against Michigan when these two teams played came in the 4th period when they were outscored 3-1 in that 9-5 loss. But they're going to look back to that 2nd period where things seem to just fall away for the Bison here today. 20 to shoot, diagonal for Kuhn. Less than 3 minutes to play. Kuhn's pass deflected away. It's Izzy Jackson that comes up with it. Couple good defensive plays in a row by Izzy Jackson. Sophia Panosian, the freshman, also on that back line for the Wolverines now coming into the match. Been able to stifle the Bison enough so far in this one. Low driven pass in front of goal. That's an excellent stop by Torkos off the bar. The rebound comes in and Torkos cleans it up. Well, Tamara Torkos individually having a really fine afternoon here in Lewisburg. That was another terrific fingertip save. That went off of the fingertips of Torkos and off the bar before the keeper was able to scoop it up. Clock continuing to run. High-low ball looking for the center forward Schraw, who picks it up, and a major is called. Fresh 30 on the clock. There's Kuhn, right channel rather. 1-2 back to Kuhn. Good touch pass, the shot by Shaw, and they will say it looks like that it crossed the goal line. Yes, it has. It counts for Bella Shaw. Shaw gets her 2nd of the 2nd half as the goal fest continues here in the 4th, and we get the instant replay. Terrific job by a producer behind the scene, Alex Brevik, showing us that look as it did in fact cross the goal line. Bucknell 7, Michigan 12. Now with 1:34 left to play, Michigan with possession. They're looking for another. Good lofted ball to the near side. The push shot wide. But it looks like a foul was called in the midst of it. And it'll be a 5-meter shot again for the Wolverines. It looks like it's Emma Gustafsson who stands 5 meters away looking for yet another goal in what has been one of her better performances of the season. Gustafsson goes for goal and scores. And if the dagger hadn't come yet, it had now, with Gustafsson getting the bounce finish past the keeper. So 13-7, 1:30 left to play here in this one. A bit of a late goal surge for both of these teams. 5 goals in the 4th period for Michigan. 3 goals for the Bison, the highest scoring quarter that we have seen so far today. Another high-low pass looking for Schraw, or rather Stott, the center forward. 3rd time lucky, it was Anna Plant playing that center forward position. Foul was committed. Stays Bison possession, only a minor, 13 to shoot. There's a bounce shot towards the near post and another denial there by the Michigan keeper. Well, Michigan will get their first out-and-out road win of the season. Had lost against 3 top 10 opponents. 3 teams in the top 10 in the national rankings at least. Against Bucknell, it'll be 4th time lucky for the team donning the Whitecaps here this afternoon. 7 to shoot now for Michigan. Good extra pass to that right slot. Could be space for the shot as the clock expires. Deflected by the defender, Stott. And a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock with the Bison in possession. Kuhn swimming her way towards goal. Yet to find the score sheet today. Passes to Collins. Collins lofting it up for Plant and ultimately scooped up by the Wolverines keeper. Shot clock now turned off. Michigan can time waste. They can look to get a 14th as well. Did score 14 in the last match against UC Merced, a 14-4 win. This one's slightly closer, but it always felt like it was Michigan's to lose from the early onset. 4 seconds left. Wolverines potentially with one last opportunity on the far side as the clock expires. The shot wayward, but it will not matter. The Wolverines come into the Kinnean Auditorium and have defeated the Bucknell Bison, a final score of 13-7. A goal surge in the second and the fourth by the Wolverines, leading the visitors to victory as they improve to 18-8 on the season. They take on Princeton, Harvard, and Brown later on this weekend. Bucknell drops to 5-17. They take on Harvard and Brown tomorrow before facing off against Princeton next. That's going to wrap things up here for executive producers Doug Birdsong and Alex Brevig. I'm Nicholas Severini saying so long from Lewisburg. Again, your final score, Bucknell 7, Michigan 13.